Until the exam is over, we remember most of what we have studied, but once we are done with the exams, we forget most of it. This is probably because of something known as the Zeigarnik Effect. While having dinner at a restaurant in 1920, a Russian psychiatrist and psychologist, Bluma Wulfovna Zeigarnik noticed that waiters were better able to keep track of the still unpaid orders. Also, they seemed to keep in mind the complex orders as well, still unpaid though. However, as soon as the orders were fulfilled and paid, the waiters seemed to find it difficult to recall the information regarding the same order. Fascinated from the observation, the scientist mode kicked in and she decided to study the phenomenon. She asked 138 children to solve some arithmetic problems, few puzzles, and to complete a few simple tasks. These children were interrupted before the completion of half of the task and were allowed to complete the other half. After an hour, they were tested for their recall, and it turns out that 110 of those children had better recall of the task they were interrupted in. The same happened with the adults. A few theories tend to explain this on the basis of cognitive tension. When someone starts a new task, a task-specific tension is created. This improves the cognitive accessibility and makes it easier to retrieve and recall the concerned content. This tension stays if interrupted, wanting to complete the task at hand, and thus is easily accessible. On the contrary, when the task is completed, the tension gets released, and well, the advantage of the Zeigarnik effect wears off and you find it difficult to retrieve the information. So, the Zeigarnik effect suggests that the students who take breaks while studying and perform other activities such as some sports, music, watching me babble about a theory, have a snack, or even study some another subject, will remember the material far better as compared to those who go on to conclude their lesson in one single stretch. It just might be this effect that creates that anxiety when you leave a task hanging, disturbing your precious sleep and your inner peace. So yeah, it can be a curse and it can be a boon at the same time. So, learn to create that cognitive tension. Plan your study sessions with breaks at points that forces your brain to hang on with whatever you were studying so that it can resume where you left. You have to create that curiosity in your brain, that tension intentionally. And here's a tip for that break you are going to take. Like the video, share it with your school going friends and relatives, and subscribe to the channel.